to our very first RV and free YouTube video. My name is Kat Pierce.
I'm Brian Pierce.
And basically we're in our 50s and we decided not but probably, I guess a little over 30 days ago to finally break the mold and just put our house on the market. And here we are a little over 30 days later, and we are living a life of full-time RVers. So a little bit of our background story. Let Brian kind of take it away.
We've obviously we've been married for about 35 years. Known each other since high school, actually since 8th grade. We've got 3 grown boys. We've got 5 grandkids. And, you know, basically what we plan to do with this is just kind of document our daily lives, our story. More or less doing this for, you know, for our kids, our family.
Future generations is kind of the gist of why we're doing this. And obviously, you know, if there's some things out there that we can do to help people, you know, we'll most definitely, you know, document that, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, because obviously, you know, like I said, we've been doing this for about a week now. There's been a little bit of a learning curve. Fortunately, my learning curve has not cost us any money yet. But so expect that. Definitely expect that on the road. I can see that.
But that's kind of what we're, you know, the reason why we're doing the YouTube channel and stuff like that. So, you know, more or less to kind of document what it is that we're doing. And so that's kind of what we've done. We're sitting out here at Lake McMurtry right now.
Stillwater, Oklahoma.
And we just recently purchased our 2020 Thor Hurricane. We purchased that from McLean's RV there in Oklahoma City. And it has been, you know, it's been phenomenal. And
to work with the guys there, let me just give a shout out to them. Jeremy was our sales guy from day one, instantly just really filled us in on a lot of things and was not your salesman-y type people, I guess. He was very brutally honest and, you know, told us kind of the do's and don'ts and really was a good navigator through this whole process. And then we went on into talking with a few guys in the finance department, Nick and Truman. Truman helped us out quite a bit, gave us a lot of just useful information. And then I believe there was a gentleman named Rick. Rick is the one who kind of oversaw kind of the maintenance on it, kind of, you know, did a few things. He inputted a beautiful fireplace, electric fireplace for me, and custom kind of had to do the cabinetry work around it. Did a phenomenal job. So everybody there at McLean's there in Oklahoma City was just amazing. And I would highly recommend if you guys are looking at maybe even purchasing even a bumper pool or a Class A motorhome, definitely give them a shout. Go out there, walk around their facility because it is state of the art. It's just an amazing facility, and they're really just genuine good people who won't steer you wrong.
Yeah, and I like the fact that they were, you know, we'd asked a few questions, and I mean, they gave us the true, real answer. Might not necessarily been what we wanted to hear, but yet, you know, it was things that we needed to hear to help us make that purchase that we made that much better. You know, and it's very hard to find that kind of truth and honesty when you're out there, you know, especially when somebody's got a, you know, a commission involved in it. But they were phenomenal, and I would recommend them all day, every day.
So kind of lead into a little bit, like I said, Brian had said earlier, this has been our first week. And so we kind of wanted to kind of go over and let you guys know just kind of maybe the things that we've ran across just even in our first week. And then we want to kind of lead into what our future plans are. We do have some exciting things that has come up. So you want to kind of tell a little bit about our experience, like coming at night to set up for the first time?
Well, obviously when we purchased the RV, we wanted to kind of be, you know, our first place. We wanted to drive during the daylight. That was the hope. We also too wanted to, you know, be able to come in, take our time, getting everything set up. Well, the first night that we came in, it was January 14th. We obviously didn't get away as soon as we'd like to have. So anyway, we drove in here at night. And then we hooked up the RV at night. So we got to drive the RV through rush hour traffic in Oklahoma City and come out here and set up at night. And that is, for the first time, that was a pretty good challenge for the first time you've ever set one up. So I kind of feel like after doing both of those, I feel like a seasoned pro already.
Yeah.
But no, it went well.
Didn't take us long.
No.
You know, a lot of people kind of, I think maybe from the moment we parked it and got everything, the slides out, the leveling and all the hoses and stuff hooked up, maybe 30 minutes tops. So it really wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't as
bad.
It wasn't too bad. Obviously we had a cold front that was coming through, so we knew that we needed to hurry and rush. Of course, as soon as we just got the last little bit of it done, here comes the north winds, and so we finished outside stuff and went inside and finished up in there. And basically I've spent this last week just kind of getting everything situated, set up inside to where, it feels more like home. We've, moved it a couple of times just to go and to fill up with propane and that kind of stuff. So that's given us
offload, the black tanks and the gray tanks.
And just to give us a little bit more, experience of taking the camper down, putting it back up, So that's kind of the purpose as to why we came out here, just so that we could kind of get that learning curve going out here at the lake. And we were close enough, to things. So should something go wrong, we definitely could have help, pretty quickly. The camp host here, Donna, has been an absolutely gold mine of resources. She's been doing full-time RVing for the last 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
And, just to have that wealth of knowledge from somebody who, has been doing it that long.
Well, and we also we had met Donna and actually Jill, who she's the president of the Friends of Lake McMurtry. It's a nonprofit organization that really keeps this area beautiful, and she kind of oversees all of that. And so we met both of them, I guess, about 2 or 3 weeks prior to us coming out here, because we were scouting out where we wanted to set up for our very first time. And even Jill has given us so much information about just full-time RVing and just kind of the, what the various parks, like what the amenities that they offer. Most parks you can only stay up to 2 weeks, I think, at a time. So that's why we chose to come here for at least the first couple weeks, just to see and kind of get used to our RV. And so, but Jill and Donna here at Lake McMurtry have been just phenomenal. Great resources, as Brian stated. And so kind of a little bit, we'll kind of go into a little bit then of what our future plans hold. And so I guess prior to us coming out here, you had applied.
I had started, obviously, I know a lot of people can have questions. Well, obviously we're not retired. So what are you guys going to be doing? What are you going to be doing on the road for income? Obviously, we've, some of you may know, but we've got our health and wellness company that we're part of. That also that generates some income for us. Yep. But a few weeks before we actually pulled the trigger on the RV, I started going around, and basically what it's called work camping. There's a few sites and stuff, and
Cool Works.
Well,
is that another one?
Cool Works and work camping. I'll leave those links and stuff down below.
Yep.
So that way people, if they're interested, they can kind of check that out. But basically what that is where you can go on there and you can find seasonal work. Or even full-time work that happens to be at a lot of state parks, a lot of the RV parks and different things like that. What I didn't realize when we first got into this or started looking into it was just the vast number of resources that are out there. And then not only just the resources, but every single person that we've talked to through interviews, through Jill and Donna out here to
at the Facebook pages. There's a lot of Facebook pages. RVers, I think 50 and older is a big one that we're a part of. And oh my gosh, anything you have a question about, you can put in there, because that's all this Facebook group is. Yeah,
everybody's just been extremely helpful, and very, excited. I don't know, they may be actually more excited for us than we are
I
ourselves.
know our family are, families are, parents and everything. They're just so ecstatic. So it's just been awesome. It's very surreal.
It's been blessing for sure. And, we've been blessed multiple times. I mean, a lot of people that know us, kind of our backstory a little bit more into that is, we started out, as young teen parents, right out of high school. And, so we've had challenges all through the course of our life. but now it's finally, kind of come to fruition to where we have the ability to do these things. But also too, what we want to do is kind of for the future of our YouTube channel here, is that we want to document our fitness journey out here, how we're going to stay in shape, what we're planning on doing.
Which we will drop some information down below as well about our health and wellness business.
Yeah.
I know that we personally have had those questions from other people that are in like these RV groups, or like, how do you stay fit on the road? And so our plan is to continue with our health and wellness business and continue to basically do that healthy mindful eating, as they say, and to try to, we're going to get in more walks. We're going to take the dogs for walks. That's our hope, is to do some more hiking and yoga. We both like yoga, so we brought our yoga mats along, so you'll probably see a couple of those videos as well. But that's kind of the idea behind all of that.
And I promise you don't necessarily want to watch a lot of me doing yoga.
You don't. We'll edit it, I promise. But anyway, but that's kind of how we're going to try to stay fit. And then
we'll document some of the, the work camping deals. Like, for instance, this summer we're going to be getting on with Grand Canyon North Rim.
Yep.
So that's kind of a plan that we'll spend the summer and stuff up there. So we'll document some of that, for anybody who might be interested in that. Plus any of our other work camping type gigs that come along the way as we're going as well. And then also too, we're just going to document our daily life. Like I said, in the beginning, we're kind of doing this more or less for our family and friends. And if somebody else can benefit from it, then by all means, let's do that.
Well, and we've had a lot of people even reach out to us and even say, that they, please put the information out there. We want to document it. We're thinking about doing this. So again, if our journey can help others either live this dream as well, then that's great. But really it is to document for our future generations of our family to, say, hey, this is, we're called Gigi and Pappy, so you may hear that reference a lot, but our grandkids call us Gigi and Pappy. And so, we just wanted that out there for them. And then, part of this journey too is, I have this future, I guess, this idea to, in the future, to create a educational children's book series based on our journey. So that's something that's in the works. Be looking for that. That's going to be up and coming. I'm hopeful to at least get out my first book this year. That's my goal. So be looking for that, because we will put that out there. And what else we got? We got our daily life. We've got work camping, fitness. That's really, that's about it. I can tell you this isn't for everyone. I would say that if you don't have a really strong, close relationship, probably not for you. But
and you don't necessarily, yes, we're doing it full time, but that doesn't necessarily mean that everybody that we, that we're pushing for them to go to full time. It's more or less, if anything, just kind of, get an RV, take a chance, get out, go look, go on a small weekend trip. Just to get out and to see that the world is a much, much bigger place than, even just your hometown. Just take that journey.
Right. And also, too, there is a difference between somebody that's retired and RVing full time to somebody who actually still is working like we are. So it may seem, because we're living the life of, I guess, what retired people would do when they go RVing, we're still working. So we still have that typical 8 to 5. And so that's something that we're going to kind of have to also get used to, is that this isn't just a permanent vacation for us.
No.
We still work. We still have to make that income. But I can tell you, luckily for us, we had the funding to be able to, not have as much debt going on the road. And I would strongly suggest that if there is a way that if you're going to go full time and you're looking at working, that you also want to make sure that you've maybe paid off some of your debt, because you don't want to carry a bunch of that debt and try to live this lifestyle on the road.
Sure. But, obviously I don't want to get this, we could continue on for hours about this, because we're just that passionate about everything that we're doing. But if anything, I would just say that, you know, like our page, hit the thumbs up, and hit that notification button.
Yep.
And
because that notification will let you know when we've posted another one. Our goal is, you know, I don't know. We're going to try weekly, but it may be bi-weekly, you know, so every couple weeks. But, you know, because we don't want to also just flood the YouTube channel. But we also want to make sure we're putting out really good, informative information for you all. And the only way you're going to be able to get that notification is being able to subscribe and click that notification, so you make sure you get the latest and the greatest from us.
All righty. Well, that'll do us for now. But, you know, like I said, you know, hit the subscribe, hit the notifications, hit that thumbs up, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.